Assalamu Alaikum, dear students. I hope you're all doing very well. You should follow this lesson after you have completely understood lesson 1 on statistics. If you still have problem, you should go watch that video again and do the practice questions again and again until you have a clear idea on the lesson, and then you should come back to this lesson and follow up. Today, we will solve the next questions from the exercise. Open your books to page 170 and grab your pen and paper. Question number 13. What are data and information? Present with examples. Data. Data is raw, unorganized facts that need to be processed. Data can be something simple and seemingly random and useless until it is organized. So this means that data can be just a collection of mathematical details, for example, the heights of the students in your class or their test scores. Information. When data is processed, organized, structured, or presented in a given context so as to make it useful, it is called information. So basically what that means is we process the data that we collected to make it useful. For example, the average height of the students in your class or their average test scores. If I tell you the individual heights of the students in your class, that would not bring up much meaning to you. But when I tell you the average height of the students in each of the classes, then we would see that there's a change in the patterns of their heights. So that would be information. Question number 14. The weight of Kalam is 50 kg. The average weight of students of class 6 is 50 kg. Which one of these two information is statistics? Now, the first point where Kalam's weight is 50 kg. This statement only tells us the weight of one student in the class, so it's not considered to be statistics. This is just a piece of data about one student. The average weight of the students is 50 kg. This statement tells us that the average weight of all the students in the class, hence this involves a statistical process called mean. So this is a statistic because we had to find all the weights of all the students in the class and add them together and find the average. So this is a statistical process. Question number 15. The secured marks in mathematics of 20 students of your class are as such. Now, the first question is, are these organized data? We discussed organized and unorganized data in the last lesson. So from that, we can conclude that this is basically a piece of data which has been recorded but has not been organized. When data is collected or recorded, it is usually raw and unorganized. To organize the data, you will have to arrange them in ascending or descending order. The data here is very random, so this is basically raw data. This is not organized. Solution to A. The data here is unorganized. Solution to B. If the data are unorganized, organize it. We would have to arrange the data in order to organize this data. It can be ascending or descending order, but it is preferred that you always arrange your data in ascending order as such. Be careful. It is very easy to make a mistake when arranging a large quantity of numbers like this. Here's a tip that you can use to prevent mistakes. First, copy the data somewhere as rough as such. Then, first find the smallest number. Then use a pencil to circle or cross out each of the smallest number first and then list them. For example, the smallest number here are 30. In this case, there are two 30s, so list them twice as such. Then we move on to 35, the next larger number, and there is only one 35, so we add it to the list. Keep going on like this and check if you have the same quantity of numbers in both cases. Make sure you are very careful when doing this. Question number C. Arrange the data in ascending and descending orders. Use the tip I have just given you and you can do this yourself. Question number D. Find the arithmetic mean. Now we already discussed arithmetic mean in our last lesson. Arithmetic mean is basically the mean or average of the data. First, we would have to add all the numbers here, which sums up to 1300. Now, the next process to find the average is dividing 1300 by the quantity of numbers here. We have 20 different numbers here, so we just divide 1300 by 20, which gives us 65. So the arithmetic mean here is 65. Question number 16. Measure and present the weights of 15 students of your class and find the mean. Imagine that the weights of the students are as such. Do this as homework. Question number 17. Find the median of the following data. Now, we already know how to find the median. We discussed this in the last lesson. It is usually the number in the middle when you arrange the data in ascending or descending order. Here, we will arrange the data in ascending order first, and we will cross out the two numbers on left and right first. And do that again with 7 and 14, then 8 and 13, then 9 and 12, and then we are left with one number in the middle. When you keep crossing out numbers from each side, one number from each side, you will end up with one number in the middle, and this is your median. So here we are left with just one number in the middle, which is 10, and that is our median. Question number 21. The numerical values of some data are these. Find their mode. We know from the last lesson that the mode of a set of data is the number which appears the highest number of times. But here all the numbers are different and appear only once. So this data has no mode. Here's an extra question. Find the mode of the following data: 12, 13, 14, 16, 16, 17, and 19. The solution. To find the mode, we need to find the number which appears the highest number of times. All the numbers here appear only once, except for 16, which appears twice. So 16 appears here the highest number of times, and therefore the mode is 16. That's the answer. So here's your homework. Do questions 16, 18, 19, and 20 as homework, and also practice all the maths that we did in the previous lesson and this lesson. Make sure you practice them because this will be very important for you to learn the chapter.